Hey, what's up? I'm Crimson Mockingbird. I'll be continuing down the rabbit hole that is Vampyr.
Hello,
Now let's
sir.
start interrogate mode.
May I disturb you again?
And you're still ugly as sin.
Has anybody entered the bar recently?
Can't say.
This is important.
I don't...
Okay, so I already
leave you
talked to
to-
him about all that shit already. I guess her?
Evening, sir.
I have a few questions. I spoke to Dr. Swansea. He's not the man I'm looking for. Now, I want the truth.
The truth? What do you mean?
I suspect that someone else was here tonight. And I don't think Tom wants to tell me about it.
I'm just the barmaid here, okay? If Tom says you're the only visitor we had, then you're the only visitor we had.
I can feel your fear, madam. Please tell me what's going on.
It's Will. William Bishop. He came in here earlier tonight and he... Well, I thought he was going to clock someone.
Ooh.
What happened tonight?
He was dead drunk, as usual. But my God, his eyes. His face. He must have caught something awful. He shouted and cried. It was terrible.
Why are you so afraid?
I mean, his skin. His hands. I scrubbed every glass and every chair that he touched. God, I hope it's not contagious.
Tell me about this William Bishop.
Will was a sailor who worked at the canning factory before he lost that job. A nice bloke, really. He's never been violent. Until tonight.
Why keep it a
Intriguing.
secret? Why not tell me about it?
Tom's nothing if not loyal. After Will lost his job, he offered him one ear. They used to be good mates. But recently, well... Will started to get very aggressive.
I see. Thank you for your candor. I'll be sure to talk to Tom.
Citizen hints. You discovered a hint that revealed a secret about a citizen or someone related to them. Used to be good friends. Okay. As a vampire, you need human blood to evolve. The blood quality bar indicates the XP you will earn if you feed on the citizen. I don't plan on feeding on them, though. Who's he? I don't remember seeing him. Pillar. Oh, he's the pillar for that community, which means that pillar's gone. Bad shit starts happening.
Not long ago, this sort of mess would have given me
Welcome
a
back.
laugh.
Did you find what you were after?
I can't say I have. Are you sure no one else came into your bar before I arrived?
Hey, I told you, you were the only other stranger I've had.
You can force a citizen to reveal information thanks to a hint you have discovered. Blue prompt.
Tom, talk to me about the visit from your old friend, William.
Yes, Will came by tonight, but he's not my friend anymore.
Why lie to me if he is not your friend?
I didn't lie. I said you were my only unannounced customer, and that's the truth.
Who is he?
William, just an old sailor who loves his gin too much. He worked for years at the canning factory before it closed.
Is he dangerous?
Yeah, like many drunks, he's all bark and no bite. He can barely stand up most of the time.
How was he tonight? Was he different?
Sort of like me.
Sicker than usual,
A little bit
perhaps.
vampiric.
He whined and mumbled about how mean people were to him and how he'd like to talk to me outside, and then he left when I refused.
I need to find him. It's a matter of urgency. Do you know where he is?
You could try his boat. It's up by the North Pier. He sleeps there when he's too drunk to get home.
Please describe him to me.
What'd you expect? He's a tall, sick bastard with a bad rash and torn old clothes. William used to be strong. Now he's a mess.
Thank you, Tom.
If you see him, tell him I don't want him back here unless he cleans up his act, okay?
If he even comes back. I might kill him.
There's gotta be something can be done to get out of this bullshit mess.
I hope I live long enough to see them wet roofing was coming to.
Nope, so I have to go out to the front.
I will get to the bottom of this intrigue. What's been done to me, to this city.
Ooh, blood.
The body is still warm. This man has just been drained of blood. This man was armed. He tried to defend himself. This corpse has been dried of its blood, just like the previous victim. What's this? Some sort of note. Blood and empty gin bottles. This bishop fellow is something of a heavy drinker.
Move on. Wait, I want to check out that note. What did that note say? Oh, okay, it's not part of the collectibles. Some origin on a mechanical typewriter. 2 dock patrols. Multiple deaths in the docks region. A nasty leech is involved. Locate the beast, purge it, and quickly. To recent report, this vampire is very violent. Approach with extreme caution. I know we lack men in this part of town, but don't send rookies to investigate the case. If I'm correct, we've got a frenzied one killing each night. As always, search abandoned places first, like old houses, basements, sewers, or warehouses. Destroy the Leech Brothers.
These men, they're a company of professional vampire hunters. There are blood splats on the other side of the canal. I must reach that barge.
Blood everywhere. Ooh, drain him of his blood.
Over there!
So another victim. Ranged weapons. Equipped and press triangle to use ranged weapons. It inflicts both standard damage and stun damage. Be aware that your ammo
Ammunition
is...
crate. Good. I may need a lot of bullets. I feel like I'm back on the front line again.
Right. No time I can remember.
Resistant. Some enemies are more resistant to certain types of damage. Physical, ranged, powers, blood, and shadow. Orange indicates a medium resistance, red indicates a high resistance. Okay, so he's highly resistant to guns, and he's slightly resistant to melee. But he's not resistant to power, to any sort of powers.
I've only been part of the guard 3 weeks to the day.
All the more reason to shut it, Mr. Billy. If the man says bloodsuckers dug in here, you've got one job, and that's the
Anything else up here? God, everything's locked. There we go. Anything else I could pick up? I hate dealing with fire-wielding enemies. So I wonder when I could finally start buying shit. – Oh!
Shit!
I didn't even intend to line both them up and kill them. That was awesome.
We won't see any of these bastards back here again.
Okay. There's 3 guys down there, I think.
Don't come closer, sir. Over there!
Nope. Pick up.
We won't see any of these bastards back here again.
Crush the leech, boys!
That was a bit weird.
There's one of them! Watch yourselves!
And train.
Bloody leech!
Drain the blood. New tactics. New practices, new tactics. The best advantage we have in our fight against leeches is that they can't go out during the day, thus we can hunt them down when they hide. First, because vampires are clever and they have countless ruses and tricks to avoid being spotted in their den. Second, because they deploy many deadly traps to kill any intruder in what they consider the most precious sanctuary. It would cost us too many men and too much time to explore and eradicate vampires in their hideouts. New tactics to hunt leeches.
Over there! There's one of them vermin!
And drain. I'm probably missing some collectibles, but you know what? Rather often locating your hideouts. Use senses will help you locate them more easily.
I can't believe I'm doing this.
Don't need it. It'd be nice, but I don't need to refill ammo. I haven't really used any ammo. And can I finally craft something? Ooh. You can upgrade your weapon to a new level with the required ingredients. Aha! Level 2! Ooh, and I could do increased damage or decrease stamina consumption. Ooh. But let's rest and let's increase my abilities. I mean, I might as well. It's locked. Let's see here. Damage inflicted. Ooh, how much do I even have? Okay, I think I have 505 experience left to use. Okay. 300, 300, 300, 300. 1,000. 1,000. I assume 1,000. No, 600. Okay, yeah, that's too much. Increase my bite stuff. I figure I might as well increase the bite. The following night. I don't need to fight them again. Let's just move on. Alright, so enemies come back. Good to know.
Fresh blood. The whole building reeks of it. The scent is so strong it makes me dizzy.
I must have more.
Ooh, use scythe. Equipped a two-handed weapon and press triangle to use its special ability. Can be used to parry an incoming attack. So where can I equip that? There we go. Empty slot. Attach a used scythe. Oh, that would fit into both. Okay.
Stop. Just the same, I promise. You're my dearest friend. You're my last and dearest friend.
This place reeks of bloodshed.
I don't like this.
Will please
This creature
let go
is
of me.
bedeviled. I must put it down.
Wow, that's a lot of stamina. Drink another vampire's blood. That seems like a stupid idea, but it works. We're just drinking each other's blood now. Use bludgeon. Ooh.
William was an honorable man. I could have saved him.
Mr. Hampton, are you in there?
I knew him well, another lost soul, a kindred spirit.
Sir, listen to the sound of my voice. I'm a doctor. You're suffering from shock.
I must return to my flock. They'll stray without me.
Remember, certain skulls are every bit as resistant as we are.
Who are you? What do you mean by scowl?
You truly are a newborn. I should have realized.
Wait. You are the woman from the bar. Are you... like me? Can you help me?
I believe, sir, I already have.
Wow, she's fast.
By George and the Saints, you've solved the mystery of these terrible murders. Patience, good fellows, I've come to offer help. Just give me a moment to secure my boat. We can leave this awful place.
William was not the evil man they claimed. He was just taken by the thirst. He needed this drink.
This man requires medical attention. We'll see he gets to the nearest hospital.
No, please, I must tend to my fold. My flock needs me.
There, sir. Go with the good Dr. Swansea. He's resourceful, and I'm sure he'll take good care of you.
You'd best come as well. The sun is soon to rise, and you'll need a place to rest.
I just need a moment. If I can learn something about what has happened to William, I'll be a step closer to understanding what happened to me.
This isn't just a simple thirst. Look how many people he has killed.
This poor creature can't be my maker. Could it be some subspecies of vampire? I must find a place to analyze the blood.
Oh, sorry about that. Ugh. God, the amount of pollen. I'm not allergic to pollen. It's just the amount of pollen is just causing me to sneeze. Ugh. Sanctuary.
Where are we headed?
We're on our way to the Pembroke Hospital. It's just across the canal. They'll have a bed for poor Mr. Hampton.
William was... what manner of creature was he?
Predator, prey, villain, and victim. Who can say? The important thing is that he's been stopped.
Duly noted. And the woman? What... who is she?
What woman?
Oh, don't play me for a fool. You used me to locate that skull. You must know who she is.
And I thought you a gentleman. You shouldn't talk about a lady behind her back, but I will tell you she values her privacy.
God damn it,
London
she
is
reminds me of
peaceful as
Rachel.
She appears from the middle of the canal. If only that were the reality of the situation.
To be honest, I've always tried to avoid this part of town.
Pembroke Hospital is the last bastion between the rest of London and the epidemic. The flu has decimated the East End and the war still rages. Welcome to the front lines of a plague.
This is where you work, Dr. Swansea?
I am the administrator of Pembroke Hospital.
I thought you were here in service of your mysterious order, the Brotherhood of...
Of St. Paul's Stone, yes. But first and foremost, I'm a man of science. A physician, like yourself, Dr. Reed.
How do you know who I am?
No need for modesty. You are Dr. Jonathan Reed, a surgeon of some caliber and renown, if I'm not mistaken.
You are correct, sir.
I knew it! I had my suspicions. But when you took the blood sample from the corpse of poor William, I was certain. Dr. Reed. Marvelous.
It's like Doctor Strange.
Have we met?
I attended 3 of your seminars before the war. I have the utmost admiration for your research. And what a turn of fate. England's most esteemed blood specialist returns to London a vampire.
That word again. from a so-called man of science.
I understand. Traditionally, the role of science is to refute myth, but when myth walks among us, the Brotherhood of St. Paul has dedicated its purpose to their study. There's so much for you to learn.
Of that, you are right.
Well, then let me be blunt. Join my staff at Pembroke Hospital. As a physician. I suspect you'll not find a better post of employment to contemplate your predicament.
This is sudden. I was returning home to see my sickly mother. But alas, that was before contracting this
It made this
affliction.
way to cure it.
Dr. Reed, take a moment to consider. The post would be for the night shift, providing a good explanation for your absence during daylight hours. You'll be adequately reimbursed and have a place to hide. I even had the forethought to bring some clean clothes. So, what do you say?
It
You
seems
have
I
to
have
agree.
little choice, but yours is a generous offer, so I thank you.
Brilliant! Oh, Jonathan, this is one for the book, and the beginning of a beautiful friendship.
Alright, so this is the East Indian Plague, I think it is what they said it was.
Dr. Swansea, thank goodness. I was beginning to be concerned.
Worry no more, Nurse Crane, for I bring good news.
Oh, Doctor, what a night. We lost 2 more patients. Nurse Scow said she couldn't take it anymore and resigned.
Yes, well, I'll make a new rota in the morning. In the meantime, find a good bed for Mr. Hampton. Be sure to pay attention to his needs.
Of course, Doctor.
Oh, and Dorothy,
Yes, Doctor?
Dr. Reed here has just returned from the front. He served King and Country and will be joining us here at Pembroke. We're very lucky to have gained a surgeon of his talent, and one so experienced in blood transfusions.
That is good news indeed, Doctor.
Oh, yes. Here at Pembroke, it's not what we have, but what we haven't. It's only thanks to Nurse Crane and the staff that our ship doesn't sink. If you have any questions, just ask her.
Duly noted. Thank you.
Your assistance is required, Dr. Swansea,
Welcome
immediately.
aboard, Jonathan. We'll catch up after my rounds. Coming, Nurse Crane. I'm coming.
I like the look. Take me to a hospital.
I'm sorry, Jonathan. Mr. Hampton needs me right now.
Come on, you bastard! You can do better than that! It's my turn!
Oh. Uh-oh.
Rotten or pristine, each heart contains the secret of life. Drink at this river, try it all.
Oh, come on, you bastard! I won't bite.
Sir, please. You've lost too much blood. Calm yourself.
You think I didn't notice? Stop your staring and get me to an hospital, you arse!
Insulting a good Samaritan. Not exactly the way to get rescued.
All right, sorry. I am in pain here. Me guts are spilling out onto the street and you're yabbering on.
Yes. That's a very nasty wound you've got there. Take my word, I am a doctor. Dr. Jonathan Reed.
Name's Clay Cox. I'd appreciate you helping me to a better place, Doc.
Follow me, Mr. Cox. Let me assist you to that better place.
The blood quality indicates how much XP you will obtain from a particular citizen. The higher the blood quality, the more XP you gain. Mesmerize. If you you first need to mesmerize them to lead them out of sight from others.
Bring this fading light into the shadows. Dance with him the dance of life and death.
Or release. Embracing will provide a massive XP be consequences.
No more. Not tonight. Not like this. I will not take another life.
Like I said,
It is wise for the huntsman to sometimes let his prey go, but no famished hunter can run for long.
if only that dead body was still there, I could drink from that. Tiny common handle part. I wonder what that's for. Wait, can I talk to him? I just thought of that.
What happened?
Plus, I don't know enough about him to gain a good amount of experience. If I truly wanted to do it, I would want a good amount of experience.
Surely I can endure.
Good evening, sir.
So it is true. The famous Dr. Reed has joined us. I can't think of any better news during these terrible times.
Do we know
You have a
each
big
other?
nose.
Actually, yes. We met once before at the Rockefeller University in New York.
Dr. Tippett's, yes, I remember. I was assisting Professor Carell in his research about coronary bypasses. He had nothing but praise for you.
He was also very confident about your future. And look at you now. Eminent surgeon and blood transfusion specialist.
What's
What
the
is
situation here?
Pembroke Hospital situation? And please, speak freely.
This hospital is not exactly the best of London. I'm sure you are used to working in a better environment.
It's more than enough. In any case, the personnel of a hospital are much more important to me than the building.
Don't be misled by appearances, Dr. Reed. This hospital does not lack talented people. It just lacks hope.
About the
What
staff.
can you tell me about the staff in the hospital?
Some are really good, and others are not so good. But during this troubled period, there is no time for slander. I prefer to focus on the positive character traits.
Tell me more about cherished people, then.
Nurse Brannigan is a pearl. She is the most helpful and dedicated nurse I've ever worked with. A clever and cheerful woman.
You really seem to admire her skills.
I'll go even further.
Overqualified as a nurse according to him. And okay.
If she was a man, she would be a damn fine practitioner.
Any opinion about the management?
I don't always agree with Dr. Swansea's reserve, but I must admit he does all he can to keep this facility running during this crisis.
Ah, yes, the burden of command. I was fed up with this concept while serving as a medical officer.
Don't get me wrong. Swansea's a good administrator. I just wish he would get out of his office now and again.
If only you knew. Nothing. Okay.
Goodbye, Dr. Tippett.
I'm not one to make wait, Doctor. I've patients to attend. Doctor, where have you been? I've little time to play hide and seek with new staff members, no matter how illustrious they may be.
I found a wounded man by the docks. He answers to the name of Clay Cox. He requires urgent medical attention.
Already making the rounds? That's the Pembroke spirit. I'll ask our porter, Milton, to bring him back immediately.
Thank you, nurse. What can I do for you?
Dr. Swansea insisted we provide you a quiet office. You'll find it on the second floor with your name on the door.
Thank you. Nurse Crane, isn't it?
Yes, Dorothy Crane. Welcome to Pembroke Hospital, Dr. Reed. Your office has been prepared.
I would like to ask a few questions first. And Mr. Hampton, the patient we brought in, how does he fare?
I gave him a sedative to help him sleep. Poor thing was in quite a state of shock.
I would imagine.
What kind of man is Dr. Swansea?
Well, you accepted the job from him. I thought you would have known about your employer.
It's right to assume Dr. Swansea knows far more about me than I do about him.
You'll get to know him soon enough, and better than me. The administrator has better things to do than mix with us.
Apologies, I've only just met him the once. This is sudden. I've only just returned to England.
Dr. Swansea is a brilliant surgeon and the most compassionate physician.
I find it interesting how you can just ask these questions and just be like, I meant this. I was like, oh yeah, sure, this. Or like, or ask the other question. Ah, that doesn't seem right.
Second floor of the hospital, left after the stairs. It's the last vacant office at the end of the corridor.
Thank you. Thank you, nurse.
Thank you, Nurse Crane.
Another night of the glorious.
At least that mistress of the dark.
Good evening, nurse. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed, the new surgeon here at the Pembroke.
Dr. Swansea has already told us about you, sir. I'm Nurse Gwyneth Brannigan. Welcome to the Pembroke Hospital.
Did he really? It's a good thing I wasn't hoping to keep a low profile.
All members of staff have already read about your new blood transfusion technique. Dr. Swansea made sure of that.
I see. Well, I'm a little surprised, but I suppose I'll just have to deal with this unexpected notoriety.
You must know, blood transfusions are Dr. Swansea's primary subject of research. He is convinced it is the future.
How are things here?
Not good, to say the least. We're struggling against an invisible enemy, more lethal than any bullet from a gun. It's hard, Doctor.
Ooh, I think she secretly sort of knows.
An invisible enemy? Quite a poetic term for a disease, especially from a nurse.
Sorry, Doctor. These last few weeks have been exhausting. We could all do with a good night's sleep.
Do you think this hospital can survive the epidemic?
We are all volunteers here, and we're trying to hold fast, but how do we beat an invisible killer? Some nurses have already resigned.
I'm not familiar with all the staff yet. Perhaps you could help me.
Brilliant professionals, most of them. Dr. Swansea has a gift for recruiting talent.
Most of them. Is there a problem I should know about, nurse?
It would be inappropriate for me to speak ill of a colleague.
Is there anyone that stands out?
Well, I have never met someone as dedicated as Dr. Tippett. He should be a standard for us all here. If only he were younger.
Why should his age be a problem?
I guess it's fair to say he's always pushing himself to the limits. He just doesn't know when to stop and get some rest.
Wait, is that the one doctor I talked to earlier? Yes, it is.
Nurse Brannigan, if you do know something, please tell me. Anything you say will be held in confidence.
No. I may disagree with some conduct, but in the end, everybody is doing their best.
So it's a man.
Why does Dr. Tippett claim you're the main reason he keeps working, despite his fatigue?
If it wasn't for him, I probably would have left the Pembroke years ago.
Dr. Tippett does not think of you as just a nurse anymore, does he?
If you're suggesting he's not taking my gender into consideration when it comes to medical practice and knowledge, I really hope he doesn't.
Goodbye, nurse. Call me if you need assistance.
Ooh. See, I like doing this, just exploring and just finding out about all this shit. It's like, oh, so interesting. I want to know. Inform me. That looks a little too modern for me, but sure.
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. I'm new here.
I've already heard about you, Dr. Reed. I'm Milton Hooks, the ambulance driver for this shithole of a hospital.
That's quite a blunt introduction, Mr. Hooks.
You can call me Milton. I like to speak my mind, Dr. Reed. Perk of the job. Don't judge me, and I won't judge you.
I'm not sure I understand what you're talking about.
Well, I'm no doctor, but I'm pretty sure a gun can't be used as a surgical instrument.
You have a keen eye. I learned to shoot during the war, and have carried one ever since. Old habits die hard.
No need to explain, Dr. Reed. And if you ever need a better gun, remember, I may have something for you.
Ooh. Healthy. Okay.
How is the situation around here?
You want to hear the situation is all right? It's fucking awful. We lack everything, and it's getting worse every day.
Are you really smuggling weapons through the hospital?
And why not? I've already been attacked by patients, you know. And by gang members willing to steal my money.
But you're not defending yourself. You're selling guns to civilians.
You keep people alive your own way, Doctor. I offer them another way to protect their health.
Very true.
So what do you do exactly in this hospital? Apart from smuggling guns, I mean.
I've been an ambulance driver since... too long, I guess. I'll bring sick people here night and day. It's a dirty job, but I get it done. Most of the time.
Since you're on the front line, how is the sanitary situation in this vicinity?
It's a complete disaster. It's even getting dangerous to enter some streets or buildings. Even the locals attack you.
It sounds like things have been a bit rough recently. What's happened?
Yesterday I got attacked by the patient I was bringing here. I escaped through the hospital's garden, but I lost my wallet when I was running.
You left an infected patient outside the hospital? That's incredibly dangerous.
Go there yourself if you want, but be careful, Doctor. I'd rather not bring your dead body back.
Sounds like I need to go and investigate it. Nothing.
I'd like to see your goods.
Wise choice, Dr. Reed. A reliable gun is what everybody needs these days.
Alright. Milton shotgun. I have 51. I really can't buy much shit.
Another night of the glorious battalion of Calvin.
Good evening, Dr. Tippett.
Dr. Reed, any good news to share?
Nothing.
You're exhausting yourself, Corcoran. Maybe you should think about preserving your strength.
No. We must keep on healing all those poor souls. We are the last rampart before chaos. Once more unto the breach.
Nurse Brannigan is worried about you, Doctor.
She should not have told you that. I will have a word with her.
You don't have to blame her for her honesty.
I'm not that kind of man, my dear Jonathan. Actually, Nurse Brannigan's opinion is the only one I may listen to.
Goodbye, Dr. Tippett.
See, because it doesn't help much if the people that are supposed to be healing you end up dying themselves.
Dr. Swansea is right. This place seems perfect to conduct my research.
So where can I do the investigation? How do I get back there even? Alright, I'm in Whitechapel. Interesting. Oh, head the other way. Alright, we'll deal with this, go up to the office, and we'll call it there. So, how do I enter the backyard garden?
Scowl voices in the garden. I should investigate. If they were to find somebody.
Sorry, mate. But with creatures like you, I can't exactly leave you be. You're too dangerous. I wonder if I could get flame weapons. I guess a gun would be nice because it actually doesn't use stamina. Of a smiling and loving couple with a few words around the back. Milton and Pipa forever. Well, I guess I'll bring it back to that one dude. Go up to the office and we'll go from there. Cough and sneeze with handkerchief. Drink from your own cup. Avoid crowds. If taken ill, go to bed and send for a doctor. Where is he? There he is. Dude's kind of clipping a little bit, but we'll ignore that.
Good evening, Doctor. Still trying to save lives?
I have some good news, Milton.
What? The epidemic's over?
I retrieved your wallet. With all the money and a certain picture.
Well, yeah, Pippa Hawkins is my girl. So what? Is it the difference of skin colour that bothers you?
Not at all, Milton.
Good. Please, take this money anyway. To remind you to keep your mouth shut. Not everybody is as broad-minded as you, Dr. Reed.
Goodbye, Milton.
40 shillings. Alright, now let's head up and see what we can find. Do not cough in public. You know, that makes it kind of difficult. Coughing in public is actually very difficult to just stop. I guess this is my office.
This must be the place. It's definitely away from prying eyes. Relegated to the shadows. A kingdom of my own. At least I won't be sleeping in a coffin. The flower's dying. It needs water.
Don't want to refill that. Where can I get water? Dragonbane? What? Okay. What? I need to use this weapon. Attack speed is lower, stamina use is higher. But it does more damage. So I'm going to replace the scythe because holy shit, the scythe. Yeah. And I will equip Barker. Okay. What? Why am I dressed like this now? How did I get dressed like this? My notes considering what I have discovered about in the last few years. Okay, so that's how you get DLC items. Cool. How do I take it off? I mean, it's a cool outfit.
The flower's dying. It needs water.
I want to save the plant. Not what I want to do. Okay, so I just do that and I swap out the outfit. Oh! There we go. Analyze the components you found to unlock new recipes. Serums. Light regeneration serum. 300 health points instantly, then 150 health points over 15 seconds. Ooh. Can I upgrade any of my shit? God damn it, don't have enough for it. Don't have enough for it. Nope. Nope. Five stun 10. So this is one less shot, but more power.
William Bishop's blood is much more unstable than human blood and shows extensive mutation. But this is not what happened to me. I must keep on searching. The sun is about to rise. I can feel it. I'll continue tomorrow night. I have so much time now.
I accidentally skipped that. I'm sorry. I thought he was done talking. Let's do health. Stamina, because I'm seeming to run out of stamina a lot. Science, what are those? Blood capacity. How much does that cost? 500. Oh. Nope. The following night. Barring a
I'm to
cutscene.
stay here until my research is complete. I'd better learn to hide my true nature from the mortals. But what about my thirst for blood?
Alright, so I'm going to call it here. So, hopefully you guys are enjoying this. If you are, please please check out my channel for other stuff. And if you are enjoying this video, and if you enjoyed this video or anything else, please hit that like button. If you didn't, then hit that dislike. Either way. Also, don't forget to hit that bell if you subscribe to make sure you stay, that you catch all my future updates. Also, I hope to be seeing you further down the rabbit hole next time. See ya!